Hello, Roberto Clemente Middle School families. Principal Lewis here with our weekly wrap-up. I have a special guest with me today. This is Mrs. Teresa Lugo. She is a principal intern studying at Temple University, and she's been spending time with us here at Clemente. And we have her here for our weekly wrap-up this week. She's going to interview me and share a little insights from what she's learned while she's been a part of our community.
Yep, so hi families. Again, my name is Miss Lugo. I've been here for a couple of weeks, getting to know the staff and students and at Roberto Clemente Middle School. Your students are in an amazing place with an amazing principal that cares so much about them. I've just been here watching the staff just make sure that the building is ready for students each and every day, ready for them physically with a nice clean environment, ready for them to learn in. I just see all the students also loving that as well and, doing what they need to do. Everyone's included here, todos están incluidos, and it's just a very great school.
So let's get started. What questions you have for me?
So I have a few questions for you. What do you want parents to know about what's been going on in the school over the last week or so?
Awesome. So this week is our first week back from spring break, and it's been a really good one. The one thing that I really want to lift up families is thank you for attendance. We've been talking over the last few weeks saying, please make sure your children come to school, make sure they're here at 7:45. And this week, we had 100% of our 7th grade students here 2 days in a row consistently on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then all days this week for PSSA, attendance have been over 95%. We've only had about 8 to 11 students that did not take PSSA at the scheduled time. We were able to make those tests up in the afternoon, and as we conclude this week, we actually have about 97% of our students tested in PSSA for ELA. So that's been the really big highlight, and the other highlight is continuing to come to school and us pushing for students. Answer every single test question. Don't leave anything blank. Make sure they're using the strategies that we've been discussing in class, which is the RACES strategy, underlining text, citing evidence, using that to support their argument. We've seen a lot of that, and we're optimistic that we're going to see a lot of increased student growth and proficiency on this year's PSSAs. But that's been the story of the week.
Yep, that's awesome. Those are some really great tips for families and students during PSSA testing. What about the week ahead of us? What's on the schedule?
Oh, great. So next week, we're continuing PSSAs. So just like I mentioned, the on-time arrival to school, that's super important next week. One more week of PSSAs. Please make sure your children are here at 7:45. We're giving them breakfast. We have snacks for them. We want them to be here. We want them to be fed. We want them to be in the best possible environment to do good on their PSSAs. Next week, we'll have our math PSSAs on Monday and Tuesday for all students. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we'll have our science PSSAs just for our 8th grade students. After that, we have a huge incentive plan for students on Friday, which is going to be our spring jamboree. We have a DJ, our barbershop partner, Vibes Barbershop, is going to be here. We have other community partners here. We're going to have Bounce House, Cotton Candy, all kind of great things. And the only thing students needed to do to attend it is to be here on time at 7:45 every day of the test. They needed to make sure they answer every single test question on the ELA test, the math test, and the science test, and they need to not have been removed from the testing environment because they weren't following the directions of the test administrator. Right now, the last one has not been a problem. Attendance has been great, and we're seeing students take this seriously, so we're looking forward to celebrating with everyone on our spring jamboree. I also will say today or this week, we actually celebrated our secretaries for Secretary Appreciation Week, and I want to lift up that Ms. Soto and Ms. Rodriguez, both of which are our secretaries at Clemente, do an amazing job of making sure that our school is a welcoming environment. Not only are they bilingual and they're able to speak to every family that comes into our building, they also go above and beyond to decorate our building, to make sure that the lobby looks nice, that we stay up to date with the holidays, that we send communications out. They do a lot of behind the scenes work to make sure that our building can be a great place for our students, for all of our families, and for our school team, and we definitely want to lift them up. So as you come in the building, please make sure it's not too late to say, thank you, Ms. Rodriguez, thank you, Ms. Soto, for the hard work that you do to make our school great.
That sounds like a great time. I might have to stop by that party myself, get some cotton candy.
Oh yeah, come on by. All the kids should be out there because we're doing that PSSA seriously.
Well, that's it for this week. Thank you so much, Principal Lewis, and I can't wait to see the results of these PSSA tests that the students are working so hard on.
Yes, me too. And wait a minute, Ms. Lugo, she's trying to get us through. We want to hear a little bit from Ms. Lugo also. I would love to know, and I'm sure our families will love to know, what has it been like for you being an intern here like at Clemente?
Yeah, so being here at Clemente, I've really been able to see a great example of leadership across the whole entire leadership team. This school has a very strong, not only leadership team, but as Principal Lewis said, all the staff from the office to the lunchroom to the culture and the climate. I just see a bunch of adults that really care about the students, and the students, you can tell that they feel that as well. The students are, meeting the expectations and doing what they need to do and being respectful, and I think that is because of how the staff treats the students. So I can only hope to one day work at a school like Roberto Clemente, and I'm not just saying that. I have really enjoyed my time here, and I've seen quite a few Philadelphia schools, public, charter, all sorts of schools, and I have been the most comfortable here. So I'm so excited just for all the great things that are going on in this building.
Wow, that's a big statement. We're gonna have to take this clip of the video out and make sure that we market it so everyone hear it. But that's great to know. And like families, we do want you to know, like, this work is a partnership, and our third key priority is family and community partnership. And as said before, we can't do this work without you. So we appreciate you families for always watching these videos, for staying up to date with the things we're doing. Ms. Lugo, thank you for hosting this week and doing some interviews. And we'll be back next week with good updates about PSSA.